Primetime Local News, serving the Lakeland and Midwest regions.
Hello and welcome to Primetime Local News. My name is Thomas Wildman, and thank you for joining us. Lloydminster is using the summer heat to the fullest, ensuring to improve road conditions before snowfall. The Street Improvement Program is Lloyd's annual program designed to tackle roads in the city. Council has identified that 29th Street between 52nd and 54th Ave is in need of rehabilitation.
And one of the challenges when we do budgets, administration brings forward projects, we approve so many dollars, and they try to get as much work done with those dollars that are presented through the budget process. In this case, they had the opportunity to finish a portion of a street that really needed to be done, but based on the budgetary value, it wasn't able to fit into the budget.
City administration is seeking an additional $170,000 from the Transportation Capital Reserve in order to complete the project.
We usually go back and readjust the budget. So what they came forward with and said that we have a contractor in place, we can finish that portion that really needs to be rehabilitated, and for a few extra dollars we can get it done. And it's a challenge. We don't like to go outside of the budget, but in the same token, when we take advantage of favorable pricing and get as much done for street repair as we can, it's very much in the interest of the community.
And now we'll take a look at what are our upcoming community events in our weekly edition of What's Happening.
The Saskatchewan Summer Games will be wrapping up this weekend, but not before a Saturday filled with beach volleyball at Bud Miller Park, basketball at the Lloydminster Comp as well as St. Thomas Elementary, and some triathlon events at the BioClean Aquatic Center. There's many more events. You can find it all on saskgames.ca. If the Summer Games leave you craving more sporting events, why not head down to the Lloydminster Exhibition Grounds and watch some extreme Indian relay racing. The races begin at 5:30 on Saturday and 12:30 on Sunday. Extreme relay racing is the oldest sport in Canada and is sure to be a great way to learn about Indigenous culture and to spend a weekend. If you and your family love story time, why not head down to the library this Saturday at 8 a.m. for the family story time. They'll be reading a book and then doing a fun activity afterwards. If stories aren't really your thing, why not try the Makerspace at 10 a.m. They'll be making ninja stress balls. It's sure to be a fun time for all ages. No matter what you're doing this weekend, make sure to stay safe and have fun.
What's Happening is brought to you by Northern Factory Workwear, Circle Drive East, Saskatoon, and Highway 17 South, Lloydminster.
And we'll have more Primetime Local News after the break. The Lloydminster Public Library have a number of drop-in summer programs, and our Abby St. John sat down with the assistant director from the library to get more information on their programs in August.
I'm very happy to be joined here in studio today by Kirsten Nadeau. She is the Assistant Director at the Lloydminster Public Library. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having us.
Of course. I love talking to you guys. This isn't the first time that we've had you on, or the public library on, and you guys just have so many fun programs going on throughout the year and including this summer. Now we're heading right into August coming up next week. So can we talk a little bit about the summer programs you have going on in August?
Absolutely, and I love that you think LPL. It's a great place to be. On Mondays, there's board games that always are happening in the makerspace in the front part. Tuesdays, we have mini pool and golf. Wednesdays is Lego. Thursdays is the marble run. Fridays, Kiva sticks, and Saturdays, there's an activity in the makerspace. This next Saturday will be sock teddies, so that's lots of fun. We have junior makers on Tuesdays. We always have the toddler fun run Wednesday mornings. That's throughout the whole year, and it's lots of fun. No shushing allowed, and the library is all theirs before we open at 10, so that's a ton of fun. It's a great way to start the day.
Yes, and I think it's even better because, you know, the biggest thing in libraries is to have to be quiet, but that's not always possible with little children. So having the no shush rule is perfect for those toddlers.
Absolutely. And Fridays we have dance parties with a disco light in the back programming room. Those are geared towards the toddler age. We have preschool story time that happens on Thursdays. We have a family story time on Saturday mornings. We have crafternoons on Thursdays. It's drop on. None of our programming is sign up. You just drop in, and it's the more the merrier. And we have Teen Lego on Fridays, and they have tons of fun Lego. Flowers. Inside Out is the newest movie, and they all just made the little characters from that. Star Wars and Ninjago. And then LPL in the Wild, where we take the library. We've partnered with one of the other local organizations. They have their indoor playground downstairs, and so we meet them at the park, and we do all sorts of fun stuff. You can find, so the next one would be August 7th at Minor Park.
And what sort of things will be going on during that program?
Sidewalk chalk, they come to the park with all sorts of fun bubbles. They do a great job of organizing it. It's lots of fun things.
Yes, it sounds a lot of fun, and all these seem to be geared towards really any type of kid. You guys have a program every single day for any type of interest. So even the Lego one, if some kids are into Lego and some kids are into chalk, sidewalk chalk, you have kind of programs for everybody, which is awesome. Now, I'm a big lover of reading, and I think it's really important to get children into reading early on, and to kind of almost nurture that love for literature. So how does the library kind of come up with these ideas to kind of make kids fall in love with reading?
Just monkey see, monkey do. If your people are reading, your kids tend to want to read. We have a program called 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten that has been going, I don't know the exact start date of it, but just today, little Wolfgang has read 1,000 books, and so they're pretty excited about that, as are we. I just put a post on our Facebook. Yeah, just love of reading. And
yeah. That's amazing. And it's always nice to have that goal set, because once you reach it, it's so exciting. So having that 1,000 book read, I know I've set multiple reading goals myself, and I'm always super excited when I accomplish them, even as an adult. So
I love that.
Starting early, I think, is the best to get kids really into reading, which is important, which is what I love talking with you guys about the library, because you do have so many unique events that some programs are like, is that for libraries? Like the no shushing rule. So you guys coming up with unique ideas, is that kind of your mindset of having those unique ideas and kind of different from different traditional library programs like just reading hours?
Well, the library isn't serving its community if it's unused, and so you have to think outside the box and get everybody in there. And just today, I was meant to check the door count before I left, but we're averaging 200 people before noon. We just had under 400 last week, so people are coming, and it's you offer the programs and.
Yeah. It's amazing. Now, you guys don't have anything solidified as of yet, but for people who are interested in any fall programs that may come out, what should they do and where should they look to find that information when it does come out?
Facebook, Instagram, our website. We try to keep it current. And come in. We have pamphlets for everything. And let us know what you like too. Our gear is to serve our community.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I love talking to you guys from the library. So I love these programs, and I can't wait to talk to you about fall programs later on as well.
Perfect. We look forward to it too.
And that's all for news. Sports is next, but first, here's a look at your closing market.
Today's oil prices are brought to you by First General Services.
Welcome back. The SAS Summer Games are in their final days of competition, and there's a lot happening throughout the city. But one of the most exciting places to be was at Bud Miller Park, where the triathlon events were taking place. The triathlon, an event that requires an athlete to be a strong swimmer, cyclist, and runner, as well as have an immense amount of stamina to compete for medals at the SAS Summer Games.
Yeah, I got silver. It was pretty exciting. I was like 30 seconds away from getting first, but that's okay. In the swimming, I did pretty good. I'm not the fastest long distance swimmer, but I'm okay, I guess. And then my biking, I caught up to a couple people.
Today's races saw athletes take part in the duathlon. Racers would first do 16 laps in the BioClean Aquatic Center before running outside and quickly throwing on some runners, and then would do 2 full laps around the lake at Bud Miller Park, which today had the extra challenge of having intense winds, which many athletes say is the worst conditions they have ever run in.
Yeah, it has to be. There's no doubt about that. It was very cold. It was really fun. I love both swimming and running, so just combined, no matter rain or shine, I love doing it.
One advantage the athletes of Rivers West had in the races were the cheers from their friends and family throughout each leg of the race to help them push even harder for a faster time.
It was super supportive. It definitely made me want to push even harder, hearing my parents in the stands.
Even before the race, them telling you, you got this, like you're so fast, like I believe in you and stuff. So then it's really nice to have them.
It was amazing. I felt like I was stronger every time I heard every cheer.
One athlete of Team Rivers West has not only been running down the race path for triathlon, but also was getting aces in tennis during the first half of the week.
Overall, my view on Summer Games, especially at the start of the week for tennis, was a really great experience because I met so many amazing people, and I got 4th overall, which was, to even come that close to in like all of Saskatchewan is like a really, and even make it here is a really big accomplishment in its own.
Next up for the triathlon is the team relay events before the closing ceremonies. Thomas Wildman, Primetime, local news.
Rivers West is the best!
An exciting new event is being featured by the Lloydminster Exhibition Association this weekend. The Extreme Indian Relay will have racing Saturday and Sunday. Our Leanne Sanders talked to the Lloydex to get the details.
I am here with Jackie Tomeyer, and we are talking about an exciting new event that is coming to Lloydminster, Indian Relay Racing. And Jackie, tell me more about it. I have actually seen the races, but for people who aren't familiar, what can you tell me?
Yeah, so Indian Relay Races is one of Western Canada's or North America's oldest extreme sports. So this is a team of 3 horses with 4 people, a rider, a mugger, a holder, and a transfer guy. So they race around the track. It's right, full horse racing. The difference is that they come in kind of like F1 racing. They come into their boxes, they switch horses, and they go again, and it's all done bareback. There is nothing holding these young athletic riders onto the horse, other than their wits and their strength and their stamina. And so they do 3 horses around the track for each team, and there's anywhere from 4 to 5 teams on the track at a time in what we call heats. So yeah, it's very exciting. There are also some other races that surround that as well. There's a warrior race, a chief race, lady warrior race, and then oftentimes you'll see some kids races as well.
Do you know if they're going to have the inflatable dino races at the end? Sometimes they do that as well.
Probably not this year. We're just going to try and get this off the ground and see how it goes over and see what the crowd is like, and hopefully people will come out and support this new event.
Yeah, it is fairly exciting. Like I said, I have seen it, and I can imagine it becoming a staple for the society as well. Anything else happening in your world with the Exhibition Association?
Yeah, well, we have our next set of wagon races coming up. So the CPCA finals, sponsored by Nissan Lloydminster, are here the middle of August. So the drivers are on the road right now, but they'll make Lloydminster home again starting on the 14th of August. And yeah, we're just one thing to the other. We finished a successful fair. We are very happy about our fair, and already planning for next year's fair. And things never slow down around the Lloydex.
Jackie, I know that you sent the numbers out to us. What were the final gate tally numbers for the exhibition?
Yeah, we were just over 30,000. So that's right in line with other years, even with the two extreme heat days that did stop people from coming a little bit. Our gate attendance was down the Wednesday, Thursday affair. Just because of that extreme heat, we didn't blame anyone for not wanting to come. But then Friday, Saturday, we're very busy when the temperatures got a little more mild.
All right. Well, I wish you luck with the next events coming up for the association or the society, and we'll talk to you down the road, I'm sure, about some of those things.
Thank you, Leanne.
And now let's take a look at your ag prices. We're just going to take a quick look at the 3-day forecast, and it's definitely a more positive outlook considering how windy and unpleasant it was today. Saturday, it's still going to be plenty windy, but a high of 21 degrees and a little bit of sunshine as well. It'll be warming up to 25 degrees on Sunday, and then on Monday, it'll be up to 29 and very warm. So back to those really warm temperatures as we get closer and closer to August. And thank you for watching Primetime Local News. My name is Thomas Wildman, and have a great rest of your day.